The chapter continued to Japan S-rank hunter Reiji Sugimoto negotiate to hire Yuri Orlov, the S-rank hunter barrier specialist.
$10 million a day.
You can save your country for $3.6 billion a year. And I'm not even asking for $36 trillion like Thomas. So I'm rather cheap.
Kane, you speak Russian, don't you? Just what did that drunk bastard says?
I'm not sure, but I'm certain that it is not good.
So, would you rather save your country for $10 million a day? Or would you give up just to save some cash? Do you really have the time to be picky right now? When it not even be enough if you were to lick my boots while begging?
So you must be really confident in your ability to take that stance with us.
Of course. Far better than hiring those losers standing behind you. No need to feel so conflicted, right?
He's insulting us, right?
I don't get what he just said, but the meaning came through clearly.
Suddenly, Minoru and Kane trigger and start to make a move. But they notice that they are already pinned and can't even make a single move.
You won't be able to move an inch from there without me letting you. Try to move from there if you can.
How did he manage to restrict our movements even though we're S-rank?
Damn, it feels like I'm being chained.
So, I'll stop that S-rank gate of yours. And I'll even let them off free of charge. How about that? I think you should be satisfied now.
I have confirmed your abilities, however, I don't know if the government would approve of such a huge demand.
And Reiji Sugimoto mind that trusting him is the only way we have, and he says,
No, actually, it's fine. Can I make a quick call?
Sure, go ahead.
The scene shift in Korea to Jin-Woo and his mom saying, I'll be going now.
Son, your mother doesn't have to worry about anything, right?
Of course not. I just have some appointment. I'll be right back. Then he leaves and we saw the system about the key, which is the Kartnan Temple's key, saying Jin-Woo can use it and the location of the gate will reveal after a certain amount of time. Then the countdown begin. Then Jin-Woo looked to the key and it shine and gradually disappeared in his hand, and the system says, the location where you can use the key has been revealed. Then the scene shift to Jinna School, where a dungeon gate appear again in the same location and other Hunter Association agent is waiting. While Jin-Woo is walking towards the gate, Hunter Association blocked him and says,
You can't enter here!
Then Jin-Woo take off his hoodie, and the Hunter Association agent finally recognize him.
Hunter Song Jin-Woo.
How long has it been since the gate appeared?
3 days.
Jin-Woo think, they got me. It only said that the location would be revealed, not that the gate would appear at that time. To think that 3 days had been passed. The gate is about C rank at most, not that high. Then he asked the agent, have the hunters got in there?
Yes, about 2 hours ago.
You must call them all back right now.
Huh? But the gate's only a C rank.
The assault squad's in danger. They must get out of there now, or they will all die. Then Jin-Woo entered to the gate.
All going to die? What do you mean by that?
I'll return with the assault squad.
What's happening? Could you please just explain yourself then?
There's no time for that. When Jin-Woo entered to the dungeon gate, we saw many hunters confusedly standing outside the double dungeon gate and talking.
Is this the boss room? Why isn't it opening?
What should we do? Even with magic, we can't move that door.
What do you mean, what? We can't leave after coming this far.
Then Jin-Woo arrive and speak. It's a trap.
Oh shit, you scared the shit out of me.
And who are you?
I'm a survivor of a double dungeon.
A survivor?
Huh? Isn't that? Are you Hunter Song Jin-Woo?
He is? He's the S-rank hunter Song Jin-Woo.
This is an extremely dangerous place. I'll take it from here forth, so please get out of this dungeon. Then Jin-Woo start to enter the gate of double dungeon. When Jin-Woo was in the front of the gate and still didn't open, he think, why isn't it opening? Is it magically shut? Then the system appear and says, the gate to Kartenon Temple is currently locked. Please insert the key. Then Jin-Woo get the key from his inventory and think, this is quite different from before. So that's why the key is needed. Then he opened the gate, and the other hunter can't believe and says,
What?
How did he open the door?
That door didn't even budge from there the last time, right?
Excuse me, Hunter Sung Jin-Woo. The Dragon Guild was the one that purchased the raid permit. So you don't have the right to tell us to leave this dungeon.
That's right. You can't order us around just because you're an S rank.
Jin-Woo reply. I won't stop you then. Anyone who wishes to enter through this gate, please feel free.
I'll go then.
When the other hunter entered to the gate, system recognize and says, the individual who does not possess the key to the temple has entered. Access denied. Then a big statue with a sword attacked the hunter, and the hunter shocked and Jin-Woo grabbed him and saved him, and we saw massive damage on the ground, and a big statue with a sword staring at them, and Jin-Woo says, all the monsters in this dungeon are like that. Now are you sure you still want to enter? Listen well, please. Please leave this dungeon and contact the association. Tell them that a double dungeon has appeared. System says, the one who possesses the key has entered. Then the gate closed instantly. Then little by little we saw what is inside. A big statue left and right, and statue with a tablet written, and a statue sitting on the throne, saying, it all began here. And Jin-Woo says, I've returned, but it's different now. I can clearly feel it through my bones. These statues aren't monsters, nor are they living beings. They're merely puppets of someone, something, and there's only one thing that emits magic in this room. So it was you. Won't you say anything? Why don't you answer me? Then we saw Jin-Woo standing in the front of statue, who's holding a tablet with written something on it, and start to speak.
At last, you have arrived.
The scene shift in Japan airport, where Yuri Orlov arrived in Japan, and many reporters are waiting on him, talking and asking.
It's Yuri Orlov.
Over here. Look this way, please.
Mr. Olaf, how do you plan on blocking off the gate?
By using the same strategy I use all the time. I'd be drawing a huge magic circle around the gate and pour my mana into it. Easy peasy. Whatever is inside won't be able to get out.
Does that mean you're capable of blocking off an S-rank gate all by yourself? The public isn't quite on board with the idea. What would you like to say to all the skeptics out there?
It's impossible for me to sustain a barrier on my own. However, my magic circle can draw mana from its surroundings. So if large quantities of mana crystals are set up around Tokyo, my magic circle will absorb their mana. Basically, it's like starting up a car. Once I get the barrier up and running, it will slowly transform into a sturdy wall by sucking up more mana. I'm going to save your lives, so just make sure you remember that.
I'm not sure if he's capable of blocking off an S-rank gate, but I'm sure of what will happen if he fails. What is Hunter Sung Jin-Woo up to these days?
He's currently raiding gates in Seoul, sir. The Ajin Guild has requested entry permits for all the gates marked on that list.
For all of these gates?
Yes, Chairman. However, because they spawned in districts managed by the White Tiger Guild, Hunters Guild, and Fiend Guild, there could be some friction.
A new one-man guild that is as strong as a major guild. How amusing.
I agree, Chairman.
Did the Ajin Guild say anything else?
They asked if they could take care of the nearby gates for the next week, due to unspecified reasons.
That shouldn't be much of a problem.
All right, Chairman. I'm getting a call. May I be excused for a moment?
Go ahead. I have an appointment, so I should get going as well.
Thank you, Chairman. Woo Jin-Chul speaking.
Sir, we just received a report and think you should go check out the area. Do you remember the school that was recently attacked by a group of orcs?
Has there been another incident?
It doesn't seem like anything serious has happened yet, but a gate spawned in the schoolyard and a double dungeon was discovered inside.
A double dungeon?
Also,
There's more?
Hunter Sung Jin-Woo has entered the double dungeon.
Then the scene shift on the double dungeon, where the statue that holding a tablet scripture are start to move and open up his wings and start to shake it off towards Jin-Woo, and a strong wind goes to Jin-Woo while he's still standing. Suddenly the tablet scripture start to crack and the statue smash it, and it crushed. And the statue speak.
I see you have finally made it this far.
Then Jin-Woo think, is it okay to destroy that stone slab? I guess those so-called commandments never meant anything.
Oh, they did mean something, but they're not important anymore.
Are you the one who called me here?
Yes.
Are you a monster?
You're asking the wrong questions. Instead of asking who I am, you should be asking who you are. Now, this shall be your final test. If you are still standing on your feet by the end of it, I will tell you everything. That will be my reward to you.
Jin-Woo start calling his shadow soldiers and says, "Come out." And the statue snap his finger and says,
That won't do. This is a test. No cheating allowed.
Then the system says, "The use of job-specific skills is not permitted for the final test." And there's no shadow soldiers came out.
You're the only one I wish to assess. I don't care about your servant's abilities.
The system appeared again and says, "You are no longer authorized to purchase potions or other items from the shop. You are also not allowed to use quest rewards or level up rewards from status recovery. You may not leave this room until the final test has been completed." And Jin-Woo says, "What? So this is how it's gonna be, huh? I didn't think all the cards in my hand would end up being useless." Suddenly, one of the giant statue attacked him, and Jin-Woo think, "Well, I can still use my inventory. In that case, I'll defeat everyone with just my strength." And the sword of the giant goes straight to him, and Jin-Woo stop it through his hand. He start to counterattack and break the sword of the giant. He throw it directly to the giant head and pierced the giant's head. Jin-Woo give a follow-up attack, and the giant head crushed. The other giants start to attack too. Jin-Woo took out 2 daggers and start to slash the axe of the giant, and he leap and go straight to the other giant head and pierced it. Then Jin-Woo looked to another giant who shoot an arrow directly to him. Then he goes straight to the arrow and dodge it, then break it with his dagger. And when he break it, he use it to counterattack. He jump and kick the arrow bullet directly to the giant head and crushed. Then Jin-Woo speak, "That's right, I've been waiting for this moment. No, I've been living for this moment." And he crushed another giant's head.
You have achieved so much with body of a human. I am truly impressed by your growth.
These statues looked like they were teleporting before, but now I can see their movements. Each and every one of them is strong, but I can do this.
Truly impressive growth. But it's still too early for this test to end.
Then Jin-Woo noticed something, and the ground start to shake. Then we saw a big foot incoming, and when Jin-Woo looked up, he saw the biggest giant statue who were the one sitting on the throne standing in front of him. It was looking at him with a smirked face.
Now then, it's time to worship God.
The scene shift on Korea Hunter Association, where Chairman Go and Chairman Matsumoto have a meeting.
This contract stipulates that we will give up the rights to all the essence stones on Jeju Island.
Why?
Because in return, we'd like to hire Mr. Sung Jin-Woo.
And Chairman, Go think and speak.
Ha! I'm sorry to disappoint you, but he's not an affiliate of the Hunters Association.
I'm well aware. However, we can't get in touch with him without the help of the Korean Hunters Association. I'm not asking you to put in a good word for me. All I ask is for a chance to negotiate with him.
And in Chairman Go mind,
I can't believe they're willing to give up such a huge amount of money just for a chance to talk to him. Is it because they don't have the power to block off the S-rank gate that recently spawned in Tokyo, now that Goto Ryuji's gone? This is not a bad offer, considering Sung Jin-Woo performance record.
Then Chairman Go start to speak Japanese language.
I'd like to discuss this matter without the interpreters.
You know Japanese?
My father ran a small business in Japan when I was young, Chairman Matsumoto. If this is another one of your crafty tricks, I suggest you stop now.
What do you mean by that?
I've heard rumors that the Blade Guild has cut ties with you.
How did you?
It was pretty obvious. I could tell something was up when the Blade Guild rejected funding from the Japanese hunter associations and only accepted government subsidies. The Blade Guild used to be the back-end call of Japanese Hunter Association. Because of Goto Ryuji, you were able to rally all the S-rank when you needed to, but not anymore. There's probably a power struggle now that the Blade Guild has fallen apart, and the association must be failing to control the situation. Isn't that right? If this gate isn't properly blocked off, you'll have to take full responsibility, Chairman Matsumoto. Though he had malicious intentions, Goto Ryuji was a hunter that represented Japan. So his death, the downfall of the Blade Guild, the mismanaged conflicts between the Japanese guilds, and the sacrifices that were made because of you crafty ploy, everything will be falling on your shoulders.
Then Chairman Go put something on the table in front of Matsumoto and asked,
What's this?
A camera that was connected to your receiver. It belonged to Goto's team. Did you really think I wouldn't find out?
Then Chairman Go released his enraging aura to Chairman Matsumoto, who's really sweating, can't believe what he heard. Chairman Go continuously speak.
This is hardly the time for you to be negotiating with mana crystals. If this information becomes public, the people of Japan will have to deal with the consequences of your crooked schemes.
Then Chairman Go crushed the tape record through his hand and smashed his table. And Chairman Matsumoto shocked. Then Chairman Go speak again.
However, I'm not cold-hearted enough to do something cruel. I wouldn't want an entire country, no, all of Asia, to be plunged into a crisis because of one man's ploy. You'll have to thank Hunter Sung Jin-Woo for this one.
And the scene shift on the double dungeon, where Jin-Woo continuously fighting to the giants. He sliced one of the giants' head, and he says, "They just keep coming." And he dashed to get away from the giants after him. And when he looked back, he saw the biggest giants at the back preparing a direct attack. It's too late to dodge their attacks. In that case, Dominator's touch. Then we saw three giants tangled each other. And the big giant at the back throw a massive lightning beams through his eyes directly to Jin-Woo. Then Jin-Woo used the three giants' enemy as a shield through Dominator's touch, and the three giant hit by the beam and the system pop out and says, "The Dominator's touch has been upgraded to its final form, the ruler's authority," and the attack of the big giant beam still get through to Jin-Woo's direction, and he evade and says, "That was close. I won't be able to survive a direct hit even at my current level. I'll have to get rid of that guy first." Then he make move even faster. He leap and go straight to the big giant, and the giant raised his foot and stepped on Jin-Woo, cracking the floor and smirked. But Jin-Woo still evade the attack and jump straight to the head. And the giant make another laser beam, and Jin-Woo thinks, if I combine my speed with the ruler's authority skill, I'll be able to go straight for its blind spot. Ruler's authority. Then Jin-Woo use it to grab the shoulder of the giant and move even faster, and he pull himself to dodge the laser beam. And Jin-Woo realize the gravitational pull is incredibly strong. I only used a fraction of my power, but it still worked on a target this large. The upgrade made a huge difference. Then he slide to the giant's shoulder, use the skill, mutilation. Then he start to slash the face of the giant. But he notice and think, the Demon King's dagger can usually slice through anything, but it only left scratches this time. Well, if I can't slice through, I'll use brute force. I just have to aim for that crevice. Then Jin-Woo grabbed directly through giant face, and he clenched his fist and start to throw a massive punch saying, "Take that!" And the giant face is grimacing due to strong punch of Jin-Woo.
I never thought he'd use that kind of attack against my marvelous creation.
And Jin-Woo continuously punched the giant face and says, "I'll show you what it really means to be level 103. And due to the strong punch of Jin-Woo, the giant had a crack in its face and fell down, causing a loud explosion. Then when Jin-Woo get on the ground, the three giants start to charge towards him. Then Jin-Woo activate again his ruler's authority skill to smash the three giants to the ground and rumble the area. Then Jin-Woo thinks, thanks to this battle, I feel like I've grown even more powerful.
Impressive!
You'd better keep your promise.
The test isn't over yet. Can't you see? I'm still here.
Then a system pop out and says, an urgent quest has arrived. Your heart will stop beating if you fail to defeat the enemy in the allotted amount of time. Time limit 10 minutes.
I am your final test.
Who the hell are you?
I'm pretty sure I told you that was a silly question. But fine, I'll give you an answer. You want to know who I am? I am the architect of the system. Are you satisfied with my answer?
The scene shift outside the dungeon gate, where Chief Woo Jin-Cho and other hunters prepare to enter to provide support to Sung Jin-Woo.
Everyone from the surveillance team, please come this way.
I managed to gather 7 elite hunters from the association that were available, but I already know they're not enough to help Hunter Sung Jin-Woo. I'm just preparing for the worst-case scenario.
And when about to enter, Woo Jin-Cho feel a terrifying power emanating from within the dungeon.
Chief Woo.
Chief?
What is this? Is anyone else picking this up? Where is this bone-chilling aura coming from? I feel a terrifying storm of mana. Are there any major guild near us on standby?
Yes, Chief. The Hunters Guild is on standby to raid.
What about their 2 S-rank hunters?
Hunter Choi Jong-in and Cha Hae-in have both agreed to participate.
Put in an emergency request with the Hunters Guild. We need their cooperation. What the hell is he up to? Hunter Sung Jin-Woo?
Then we saw the architect of the system flying looking to Jin-Woo, and the area start to rumble. Then suddenly the wings of architect became all hands. And an instant the architect attacked Jin-Woo and give him a massive punched attack. Then Jin-Woo thrown away and crashed on the wall and vomited blood. He noticed that the architect was going to attack again, and he was punched again without stopping. And Jin-Woo continued to block the architect's attack with his hand, and looking to the architect with a raging eyes.
Impressive! Truly impressive! You're exceeding my expectation!
And Jin-Woo hit with a punch and the architect grinned. But Jin-Woo started to counterattack, and he punched the architect in the face, and it thrown away.
Who knew I'd have so much fun fighting against a human being? Not once in my many years of life did I think a human could be a worthy opponent. How very amusing.
Suddenly Jin-Woo's left eyes got blocked by his own blood and thinking, this guy invited me here as soon as I reached level 101. He probably thought I was no match for him. But I can do this. And he speak. Hey, architect. I've still got loads to ask you. Why did you construct the system? Why did you choose me as its player? And what's happening to this world right now?
Do you want to know? I see. Maybe you think you might not get all the answers if you kill me.
While the architect charges towards Jin-Woo, Jin-Woo dash and think. Close combat puts me at disadvantage. And he activate the ruler's authority once again.
Are you planning to attack from a distance? It's no use.
The architect can also use the ruler's authority, and when both attacked collide, it makes massive explosion. He can use the same skills as me. That means my long-distance attacks are pointless too.
It doesn't matter whether you kill me or not. The answers you will receive are already predetermined.
The architect used ruler's authority to get all the weapon on the ground.
They've been predetermined since the moment I first designed everything.
How were you able to design all this? And how were you able to give me such powers?
I didn't choose you. In fact, I was against the idea. I am simply the architect and moderator of the player breeding system. My design is perfect.
I don't have time. I have to face him head on.
I am going to use full force for the remaining time.
The architect leaped towards Jin-Woo and attacked him. Then Jin-Woo jumped. But the architect followed him and continuously attacked him with his weapon on his hands. But Jin-Woo noticed something and thinking, what's going on? All of my senses are getting sharper. I can do this. Long sword, spear, blade, axe, hammer. I can sense all of his movements. And Jin-Woo dodged all the attack from the architect weapons. And the architect thinks,
I'm using full force. How is he able to block all of my blows and then attack in response? And he's getting even faster.
Jin-Woo started to counterattack to the architect and slashed through all the parts of it. He cut off one of the architect's hand.
I am inside a fake body, but I can't believe he's capable of inflicting pain on me. I see. Could you were chosen? It's only a small fraction, but it's mixed in there. You're just a mere human. How dare you?
The system says, time left. 3 minutes, 45 seconds. Then suddenly all the giants start to get up. And the area rumble. And Jin-Woo didn't waste time and start to attack. He sprint and jump and activate the ruler's authority to slam the giant on the ground once again and explode. Then he dash directly to the architect and dodge all the attack from the giant one by one. When he get to the architect, he slashed it again using his dagger. Then another hand from the architect has been sliced. And the architect counter with sword, and Jin-Woo nearly hit by it in the stomach, while Jin-Woo dodging the attack of the architect. He didn't notice that a giant attacked him from behind and hit him on the shoulder. Heard. And he remembered from his first entry on the dungeon. It's the same guy from before. And he jumped and broke the giant head with his elbow. Jin-Woo charged towards the architect. And the architect shout because Jin-Woo sliced all the remaining hands left. And Jin-Woo's attack caused a loud explosion in the area and covered them by smoke. Then we saw Jin-Woo pointing a dagger to the throat of architect with 2 minutes 14 seconds remaining.
I've lost! The test is over!
And we saw Jin-Woo sitting on the architect's chest and pointing his dagger to the architect's face. Time left 2 minutes, 11 seconds. And the architect speak.
The answer is within you.
Within me?
The choice is yours.
Then we saw system. The data stored in your memory will be retrieved. Accept, yes or no. Jin-Woo think, the data stored in my memory. And Jin-Woo answer, yes, I accept. The system says, the data has been successfully retrieved. Then we saw a massive flashlight around Jin-Woo. Then Jin-Woo consciousness leave on his body and suddenly went to another place. And he's shocked on what he saw. Oh my God! Look at all those monsters. What are they looking at? Then he looked up on the sky. A purple sky and hordes of monsters. This can't be planet Earth. If this army made up of ice elves, high orcs, goblins, giants, and many other types of monsters, were to break out of the gate all at once, the human race wouldn't stand a chance against them. But they weren't after the humans, and the sky crack and shatter. It didn't take me long to figure out what would happen next. Then Jin-Woo saw many silver soldiers flying in the sky, and he heard a loud horn from the trumpet. A signal for a war. The monster rallied together to fight against the silver soldiers. The sound of clashing weapons and crushed armor filled the air, and the pools of blood began to stain the battlefield as the war cries quickly turned into screams of agony. The silver soldiers were powerful. They were dominating the battle, but just as the end drew near for the monsters, the silver soldiers suddenly came to a halt, one by one. Then Jin-Woo suddenly heard the word, "Arise." That's the domain of the monarch, and shadow extraction. Then Jin-Woo realized. Then does that mean he's the monarch of shadows? Immortality, an army that never dies. The monsters sacrificed their lives, but death wasn't the end for them. Their blood grew dark and dense, granting them a newfound strength. And in Jin-Woo's mind, he can summon so many shadow soldiers. I can't even compare to him. The fallen monsters emerged from death's embrace and stormed towards the silver soldiers. The black and silver armies became entangled in a fierce battle. Explosion erupted and the ground shook beneath them. The silver soldiers should have won the battle by a landslide, but instead, another full-scale war broke out. The appearance of the single individual had turned the tides. The Shadow Monarch continuously forward and attacked the silver soldiers. All of the silver soldiers in front of the Shadow Monarch has been slashed and crushed all together using the ruler's authority, and Jin-Woo noticed it and amazed on what he saw. The shadow soldiers repeated the cycle of death and revival to wipe out their enemies. Wherever the monarch went, a trail of destruction was left in his wake. Victory seemed imminent for the monarch of shadows and the monsters, that is, until they showed up. And the scene shifted outside the gate of Double Dungeon, and arrived the hunters who are giving a support to Hunter Sung Jin-Woo.
Are you sure about this? I'm sensing a tremendous amount of mana. You said Sung Jin-Woo is inside, right?
Yes, I'm sure of it.
This mana isn't his. Then who does it belong to? A double dungeon, huh? I guess I'll finally be able to see if the rumors are true. I'm indebted to Hunter Sung, so...
Hunter Sung Jin-Woo told me he wasn't the one who cleared the double dungeon. So then, why did he come back here? It can't be just a coincidence.
Then the gate opened and they start to saw what's happening inside.
What the hell? What is this place?
So, it's true. The statue of God and the stone sculptures actually exist.
Oh, what's this? I don't recall inviting humans here. This is another unexpected surprise.
And the hunters saw the architect and look.
Am I hearing things? Or did that monster just talk?
It knows human language.
Silence! How dare you disturb the king in his slumber?
King?
And they saw Jin-Woo standing.
It's Hunter Sung Jin-Woo. What's he doing over there?
And the architect suddenly attacked the hunters and sliced it. The three hunters suddenly get injured. Then Hunter Cha, shocked at the speed of event.
You strong humans will make excellent first offerings to the king.
Then the scene shifts to the monarch of shadow. And Jin-Woo still watching. And there's a new gate appeared. One is color blue and one is color red. They are marching coming out on the gate. The Ricardo, Peltos, Rokan, Ingrass, and even the Reindeer clan that Essel belonged to. And another big white wolf, the big white wolf, and the battalion of monsters, came out in the dungeon gate. The monster in front, which means the leader of it, and the big wolf behind. They stop in front of the Shadow Monarch, and the scene back to the double dungeon, where their hunter gets sliced and more blood spilled.
Heal him! Quick! Use everything you've got! Move the wounded to the back!
Hang in there, Myung-Chul. I'm almost done healing you.
Here they come!
Anyone who is still alive by the time all of my puppets collapse will be given the great honor of witnessing the king's birth. If any one of you survive, that is.
Everyone, watch out.
And big giants throw a laser beam to the hunters, and Hunter Choi evade the laser beam and counterattack through his magic power. And the face of the big giant explode with fire, and he shout to the other hunters.
Use this chance to destroy the stone statues!
Chief Woojin Chol charged to attack the giant, punched it to the head. But he's shocked.
It's a lot sturdier than I thought.
And Hunter Choi give a follow-up attack to the giant, and it get blasted the head.
These guys have high resistance to physical attacks, so be careful!
And when Hunter Choi see the giant that doesn't get any damaged, he's shocked.
Wait, it can withstand this much magic? Do they also have a resistance to spell?
Guildmaster Choi. None of my taunt skills are working on them.
My basic psychokinetic spells don't have any effect either. They won't budge!
Damn it! Are we all out of options?
Then Hunter Choi look to Jin-Woo and think.
Then we have to wake Song Jin-Woo up? Has he been hypnotized? Whatever it is, this is the only way to wake him up right now.
And Hunter Choi throw a magic spell to Jin-Woo to wake him up. When Jin-Woo nearly hit by Hunter Choi attacked. Suddenly the architect protect Jin-Woo using his hand to block Hunter Choi attacked. And the architect get angry and attack Hunter Choi.
How dare you try to disturb the king in his slumber?
When architect attack Hunter Choi, they didn't notice that Chief Woojin Cho and his subordinate are preparing a counter-attack to help Hunter Choi. And when Chief Woojin Cho stopped the architect, he shout to Hunter Cha and command her.
Hunter Cha, we'll take care of things over here, so please go wake Hunter Sung up.
Got it!
And Hunter Sung still standing and unconscious. He's still watching over the fight between the two armies. The shadows just keep regenerating no matter how many times they get destroyed. If those had been my soldiers, I would have run out of mana a while ago. It's like he has bottomless pit full of mana. The demon clans and those beast-type magic creatures that came pouring out of the two gates slaughtered the shadow soldiers. Because there's no reason to fight each other. This was a war between the monsters and silver soldiers. And Jin-Woo think, so the Shadow Monarch wasn't on the same side as the monsters. Or maybe there was internal conflict? And Jin-Woo looked to Shadow Monarch, which about stepping forward to one of the monster that already beaten and sitting on the ground.
We had a chance to end this war today. So why did you betray me? What a shame. I could have done away with you. I asked you a question. Why did you betray me? Heh ha ha.
And the monsters start to speak with their own language. And the Shadow Monarch get angry and hold the monster and lift him up. While the monster continuously speaking, the Shadow Monarch gradually crushing the head of the monster. When Jin-Woo saw that, he realized something and think, those eyes, where have I seen them? And when the Shadow Monarch released the monster, it fell on the ground, and he start to take off the helmet of the monster, and it's the Demon King. Jin-Woo asked, what's Baran doing here? Little that didn't notice. Jin-Woo was in front of Baran. Huh? Since when? Why didn't notice until now? Then a left chest of Jin-Woo start to beat faster, and when he noticed, he held her right chest. And we saw two hearts in his body. One is the Shadow Monarch heart, and it consistently beating. And we saw Shadow Monarch become Jin-Woo, and when he looked up, he saw the silver soldiers, and the system says, the playback of the retrieved data has ended, and the scene back to the double dungeon.
You are quite interesting, aren't you? Go beyond my designs, just a little more.
And Hunter Cha used her skill.
Sword. Gantz.
That's right. Just like that. Ha ha ha!
While Hunter Cha fight the architect, he got hit by the sword.
Ha ha ha! Is that all you've got? It's all going according to my designs after all. How boring, you humans. The system I built can predict and respond to every possible outcome. You won't be able to break through my creations with those feeble attempts. I guess you can't do any better.
Meanwhile, when Hunter Cha tried to protect other hunters, Hunter Choi attacked the architect with his spell and hit it in the face.
We have to wake Hunter Sung Jin-Woo. There is no other way.
And when Hunter Cha get a chance, she go forward to Jin-Woo. But the architect are still not allowing her to get to Jin-Woo and attacked her. But Hunter Cha dodged the attack, and the architect speak.
You dodged it! Impressive!
And the architect noticed something on Hunter Cha.
A shadow! It can't come out because of the rules of this dungeon, but the existence is in no doubt. To think the king implanted a shadow in you. How did you come here? What is your relationship with Sung Jin-Woo?
A friend. I am his friend, who came here to rescue him.
So it is not the means of the king. All right, I shall give you an opportunity. Today here in this world, one of the greatest monarch would descend. I will give you an opportunity to witness this glorious event. However, every single one of your little friend shall die here today.
Not today. When the architect heard that, he shocked, and Jin-Woo punched him in the face. And Jin-Woo speak, "You, what have you done to my body?" And Chief Woo Jin-Cho, Hunter Choi, Hunter Cha, relieved that Jin-Woo are finally awake. And he is standing above the architect who's lying on the ground.
You are not the king, but why? Why are you here instead of him? How are you able to regain your consciousness with the Black Heart?
Black Heart. So this irrational amount of mana is all the doing of this heart. And we saw the system. Title: Demon Hunter. You recovered your memories of defeating the king of the demons, Daron, the sovereign of the White Flames. The immense power accepted you as its owner. Effects: Black Heart, mana energy, plus 100,000. Jin-Woo looked to architect and think. Judging by his reaction, I can be sure of two things. The Black Heart isn't his doing, and it was never meant to be used for my benefit. Also, the recall data didn't give me all the answers. I haven't heard everything, and Jin-Woo speak to the architect. You said that you were against choosing me as the player. But what exactly is a player? What were you planning to do to me?
Don't tell me! Shadow Monarch! How dare you! You think the other monarchs will just let this happen?
While architect can't believe that Shadow Monarchs betray him, Jin-Woo took out several daggers from his inventory and pointed to the architect and says, "Just answer my questions."
Aha! You sure are an unpredictable. I think I know why you were chosen.
And the area start to rumble and the hunters feel it and says,
What the hell? The statues.
Even the still ones started moving.
Haha! If you kill me now, no one can stop my puppets. Think you can kill me?
What if I kill you and then your puppets?
If you kill me, the architect of the system,
I could return to being an E-rank hunter again. I thought about that too, but the existing system won't fall apart if the architect disappears. Now would it? And the architect trying to reset the system, but
in that case, I'll forcefully.
But the system denied the administrators access, and the architect can't believe.
Why is the system?
I had once thought about it. I'll devour the system whole. I guess your design was not so perfect after all.
How dare you, you bastard!
Then Jin-Woo, slash the architect and defeat him.
A prediction. No, a prophecy. When the pillars of fire that hold the heavens are raised, there will be an inevitable death approaching your way.
As you please. The episode ends here. Thank you so much for watching and please subscribe for more.